Hi guys, how are you? Today I will tell you the introduction of coordinate geometry. Introduction. You have already studied how to locate a point on a number line. You have studied this concept in your class 8. You also know how to describe the position of point on the line. There are many other situations in which to find a point we are required to describe its position with reference to more than one line. For example, consider the following situation. Situation number first in figure 3.1 you can see, right? East west, street 1, street 3, street 5, street 7, street 2, street 4, street 6, street 8, right? These are the situation. You have already okay. There is a main road running in east-west direction. The main road is running in east-west direction. And the street with a numbering from west to east. You are numbering the street west to from west to east, right? Since roads are running in east-west direction and streets are numbering from west to east, you can see in this figure. Okay. Also on each street, house number are marked. In each street's house number, let us suppose you can just take the street number 1. The number are marked in these streets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Okay. To look for a friend house here, you can look in your friend house. Is it enough to know only one reference point? For instance, if we only know that she live on street 2, will we be able to find her house easily? No. No. As easily as when we know two pieces of information about it, namely the number of streets on which it is situated and the house number. So we require two things. Number first, number of street on which it is situated and the house number. If you want to reach the house which is situated in the second streets has the number 5. Second streets, this one has the number 5. Streets number second has the number 5. Okay. Okay. Has the number 5. The first of all would identify the second streets. Our first duty to identify the second streets and then the house number 5 on it, which is given this figure. You can see this figure. Okay. Then house number 5, H shows the location of the house. Similarly, P shows the location of the house corresponding to the streets number 7 and house number 4, like that. This one, you can observe this one. For a street number P, P shows here point P. You can see here. Okay. As so the location of the house, similarly P show the location of the house corresponding to the streets number 7 and street number 7 and house number 4, right? Now come to the second point. Suppose you put a dot. This is the second activity of to find out the location of any object in a 2D plane. Suppose you put a dot on a sheet of paper, figure 3.2a. You can see the figure 3.2a, right? You put a dot this. You put a dot like this from figure number 3.2. Okay. If we ask you to tell us the position of dot on the paper, how will you do this? Perhaps you will try in some such manner. The dot is in the upper half of paper, or it is near the left edge of the paper, or it is very near the left hand upper corner of the sheet. Okay. Do any of these statements fix the position of the dot precisely? No. But if you say the dot is nearly 5 centimeters away from the left edge of the paper, it helps to give some idea, but still does not fix the position of the dot. A little thought might enable you to say that the dot is also at a distance of 9 centimeters above the bottom line. Means it is situated 90 centimeters above the bottom line and 5 centimeters far from the left edge. Right? We now know exactly where the dot is. Where the dot is. For this purpose, we fix the position of the dot by specifying its distance from two fixed lines, the left edge of the paper and the bottom line of the paper. Right? As you can see in figure 3.2b, this one, figure 3.2b. Okay, in other words, we need two independent information. This is very important point. We need two independent information for finding the position of the dot. Now perform the following classroom activity known as sitting plan. You can see the activity number first, sitting plan. Draw a plane of a sitting in your classroom, pushing all desks together. Represent each desk by a square. In each square, write the name of the student occupying the desk, which the square represents. Position of each student in the classroom is described precisely by using the two independent information. Number first, the first information is the column in which she or he sit. Number second, the row in which she or he sit. If you are sitting on the desk lying in the fifth column and third row, represented by the shaded square that is given in figure number 3.2. Figure 3.2. Sorry, figure 3.3. Your position could be written as 5, 3. You can see by help of this figure. This one. Column is 5 your position from 1, 2, 3, 4. You are in the 5th column and row number 3rd. So your position will be indicated by 5, 3. This one 5, 3. Okay. First, write the column number, then the row number. In this, the same as 3, 5. Write down the names and position of other student in your class. For example, if Sonia is sitting in the 4th column and 1st row, means since the horizontal line represented by the column and vertical line represented by a row, write as position of the Sonia by 4, 1. The teacher's desk is not a part of your sitting plan. We are treating the teacher just as an observer in this activity. So I have already told you this one. This figure is very important for this activity. In the discussion above, you observe that the position of any object lying in a plane can be represented with the help of two perpendicular lines. In case of dot, we require a distance of the dot from bottom line as well as from the left edge of the paper. In case of sitting plan, we required the number of column and that of the row. This simple idea has far-reaching the consequences and has given rise to a very important branch of mathematics known as coordinate geometry. In this chapter, we aim to introduce some basic concept of coordinate geometry. You will study more about these in your higher classes. The study was initially developed by a French philosopher and mathematician René Descartes. Let's see about the René Descartes. René Descartes, a great French mathematician of the 17th century, liked to lie in bed and think. One day, when resting in bed, he solved a problem of describing the position of a point in a plane. His method was development of the order idea of latitude and longitude. In honor of Descartes, the system used for describing the position of a point in a plane is also known as the Cartesian system. So my dear student, thank you very much. I hope you understand this intro of coordinate geometry. Dear student, for the further notification, you have to subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead.